Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage video. This time it's another rant. This time we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards and some of the changes that have been around since, I used to play. Oh, we've got a weird blurring thing there. I don't know if it's going to focus properly. Okay, so this is my, I suppose, Disaster Dragon deck. It's not really, I don't have any Kawaki-Meru Dragos in here, but I do run Red MD and I do put a lot of stuff into the grave and special it with him out. So, yeah. What was I talking about? Okay, changes, which have happened since I used to play. Now, back in the old days, it was very simple. The game was simple. You summon a monster with high attack. Here's a monster with high attack and low level, so you can summon it in one go. And then you'd attack over anything that's weak. And if it's alive the next turn, then you might tribute summon it for a, here's a level 5 or a level 6, and you tribute summon and you get a stronger monster out, hopefully. Now, this is actually not quite so good. But, it's just the idea. And that was it, You could tribute summon like that. You could fusion summon using polymerization, which was simple because it came out near the beginning and it made sense. And you could ritual summon, which was quite interesting. It's a cool idea, but it can be stopped now in so many ways. And what's happening now is that we've got new forms of summoning. So, one which I can do with this deck here is I can synchro summon. So here I have a tuna, and yes, tuna. They named it after a fish, but they changed the spelling. Tuna. And a level 7 monster. And when you synchro summon, you have to add the levels. There, see? So this is 7, and that's 1, so that's 8. And then you can synchro summon any monster with that precise number. So these two go to the graveyard, and you special out a level 8 synchro. So here's my Black Winged Dragon. It's the only level 8 synchro I have, because I got out of Yu-Gi-Oh when synchro summoning became a thing. So I don't have any good synchros. It's basically this. This is alright. I've got some level 7s, but I can't actually really summon them with this deck much. Yeah, so it's difficult, and the key cards I'm looking for are Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust Dragon, and Scrap Dragon. I'm going to get those to boost up my synchro monsters. But it's just weird, Why would you? Who came up with the idea that you had to have exactly the same level combination to summon, and it had to be right? And then it's just weird to revolve things around levels, other than tributing, because tributing makes sense. Synchroing's weird. So I can deal with synchroing, because it came out a long time ago and people have kind of got used to it by now. I've nearly got used to it. If I draw into Flamvell Guard, then I'll special summon a level 7, and I know that I'm going to synchro. So that's okay. The other new type of summoning which they brought out is Exceed summoning, which doesn't make sense for many reasons. The first reason is that if you read the card, it clearly says XYZ, which would mean that it's XYZ summoning. Now with Synchro, it says Synchro, so it's called a Synchro summon when you summon it. But with XYZ, it's apparently called an Exceed summon. Which I don't understand, and you can call it overlaying as well. Here are some of the Exceeds which I got. These two I think I got in the same one. This one I got a lucky draw, this one I got in a specific one, lucky draw, and then in a tin. And I can't use this one because it's level 8, and I basically never have 2 level 8s out. This one is... it's 2 level 4 light monsters. Well, I run a dragon deck, and I don't have 2 level 4 light monsters, so I can't do that. I might put this in my E-Hero deck, because you can bring it out with Neos Alias. We've got Utopia Ray. I can bring this out if I get Utopia, so that's okay. Where did I put my Utopia? Here it is, Utopia. Utopia's decent, it's decent attack, decent effect, it's alright. Oh, and some more. Okay, so I was going to explain Exceed summoning. Right, let me find something. Okay. Here I have 2 level 4 monsters. And so, to Exceed summoning, first you have to have 2 monsters with the same level, or number of stars, or whatever you want to call it, on the field. and I'm pretty sure they have to be face up, otherwise you're gonna, like, if it's face down you're gonna have to flip it, so someone can just Book of Moon you, and that basically stops you. Okay, and to exceed, you overlay, in which you do that, and then you find in your extra deck a rank 4 exceed. Okay, here we go, Utopia, and Utopia requires 2 level 4 monsters, so that can go on here, and that was an exceed summoning thing. Okay, so this is weird now, because we're doing summonings where nothing goes to the grave. It's strange. Okay, tribute summoning, you had to send stuff to the grave. Ritual summoning, you had to send stuff to the grave. If you did a fusion summon using polymerization, you had to send stuff to the grave. Synchro summoning, stuff goes to the grave. And now exceed summoning, no. It stays on the field. For no reason. Or if you've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! BBT Abridged, for no reason. Yeah, I don't know, they're just weird, they've got funny effects. So like, you detach a material, because these are called materials, and they're treated as cards and not monsters now. You put it to the grave, and then you use the effect as magic. I don't know, it's just weird. And the problem with this is, because it's really new to me, I keep forgetting. The only time I remember is when I get 2 level 7s out and I bring out Draco Sack. And I only remember because it's really shiny and it's worth a lot of money. I'm not really thinking about selling this unless, you know, you're willing to pay me a lot of money. Chances are you just get it cheaper than I want on eBay. So just go ahead on eBay and buy one. As always, thanks for watching. If you want to know more about this deck, let me know and I'll put up a current deck profile, although it's not finished yet. Don't forget to leave any comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.